Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and this is a very special edition, and we are hours away from finding out what goes on in the next phase of the SEC versus Ripple case. So there's a lot to cover, a lot of things that can happen, a lot of scenarios. However, we kick off today with Ripple wants to go public after settling SEC lawsuit. So SBI CEO, they mentioned, as one of the major shareholders outside of the Ripple company, they have mentioned that Ripple has all the intentions in the world after the SEC lawsuit is either settled or won. Interesting that he said settled. That the company's vision is to take things to the next level, which is to go IPO, so to go public. Now, they said this already back in 2020, before the SEC lawsuit. Already, they were eyeing this year as the year to do an IPO, to go public. However, obviously, December 23, the SEC case came on board, and then all plans went out the window. But Ripple reckon that this is the next logical step as a company. So Chris Lasser said, after the current lawsuit, Ripple will go public. The current CEO wants to do that. Chris wants to do that. So they're talking about why Ripple wants to go public, what it means, not only for Ripple, but for the entire crypto space to IPO. And a lot of companies are looking at IPOing in the not too distant future that are in the cryptocurrency space. So extremely exciting times ahead. Very interesting to have this article come out, only, I guess a few hours. This came out 20 hours ago. Very interesting to have that come out, so close to this next phase of the court date. And so tomorrow morning for us Australians, it could be a very legendary time to wake up. Outside of that particular news, if we look over here, we can see what happened during this particular accumulation phase, and then boom, we jumped up very nicely. We're doing a very similar thing here, and we can definitely expect a price rise. Again, talk of the town is, this particular pattern, and, very similar, both of them are. And then, a rise, a small drop, and then, 5 big candles all consecutively. So extremely exciting times. And, it's always fascinating, the day before a court case or the day before a major announcement, because you don't really know which way it's going to go. And today is definitely one of those days where we got to cover off all aspects. It's important to always have your mindset on all possible scenarios, not the scenario that you want best. I know which one I want, and I think you want the same one as well. But we need to look at all options and what would each option mean to XRP's price tomorrow morning. So it is a big day. I think $1.84 at the moment, just based on the current momentum, is definitely possible. Just based on this particular breakout, breaking above. We have broken above the 150 today. It's been already a day of rise. And generally, buy the rumor, sell the news, definitely applies in all aspects of stock market and crypto. And generally what happens is people buy the rumor just in case if the rumor is true, then the price goes up. However, if the news doesn't happen to go in the way that people thought it might because of the rumor, then they sell hard. So I want you to be prepared for all aspects, because a lot of people at the moment are buying, getting ready for the rumor. However, on the XRP versus Bitcoin, we can see here a massive cup and handle forming. And it's an accumulation phase that is just continuing to go on. And strangely enough, we're probably about a day, maybe 2 days away from this cup and handle finishing. So very sexy when you look at it that way, because this is a bullish signal, and especially on the 4 hour for Bitcoin versus XRP, this is massive news. If it was in reverse, it would be bearish, but this is a bullish cup and handle. So the bull flag is here, and I think from here, we can expect, especially if the news is positive, to come out of the court date. even slightly positive. Not even, doesn't have to be massive, doesn't have to be the case as thrown out, but even a slight advantage once again to Ripple, and the price will be $2 and above by the time Australians wake up tomorrow morning. So important news as well when it comes to Ripple is that the data is showing that whales are buying XRP as public sentiment increases. So what this means is that even since the US Securities and Exchanges SEC filed a lawsuit, the sentiment has definitely gone for crypto, for Ripple. And so what we can see here is the social sentiment versus the Ripple price. So whenever social sentiment is high, price goes higher. And there really is a very strong positive sentiment at the moment within the entire community. Even XRP haters are now starting to turn and starting to become pro XRP as far as this bull run. Maybe they are pro XRP just from a price point of view. They just want to make a 200, 300, 400% gains and then walk out. They've got no attachment to what the company is, values and whatnot. They just see the numbers and they say, oh, this looks good. But this is really important because based on social sentiment, cryptos do go up and down, and Ripple's social sentiment at the moment is very, very, very high. So me personally, I do think that we are seeing the last of the $1 runs, and we're going to, I think, depending on the news, right? But if it's even if it's just a slightly positive news to come out of the next court case, I think we will wake up as in Australia Saturday morning in the $2. Also, Thailand and Singapore are launching a linkage of real-time payment systems, and one of Ripple's partners, Sian Commercial Bank, will provide that service in Thailand. And so again, another example how a company that is using the Ripple XRP technology is going to be rewarding its users by having this technology that allows for transactions and payments to happen fast and at an extremely low rate compared to the current outdated, slow SWIFT system. So I know every time any XRP person talks about prices and the XRP price being this and the XRP price that, people straight away go to market cap. Market cap. It's like, I cannot tell you in the last 4 months how many people have said that word to me. Oh, but market cap, market cap, market cap. The SWIFT payment system is an outdated, very, very slow payment system. That system does $4 trillion of transactions in a single day. If XRP takes just 10% of those transactions to a quicker, faster, better, more affordable system, already XRP is at $10. Just 10%. If it takes the full, it's $100 per XRP just on that alone, not instant liquidity and everything else. So don't talk about market cap, guys, because if Ripple's vision comes alive in what they're trying to do, it is going to have trillions of dollars of transactions go through it every single day. I repeat, trillions of dollars of transactions happen every single day. Plus, we haven't really touched on too much about Flare and what is going on there and how that's going to impact the entire XRP Ripple ecosystem. So amazing to be involved in Ripple at these prices, and I cannot wait to see where we're at, even in just a few short months. TradingView.com have got XRP on a strong buy based on signals. The sentiment is extremely high. So what we saw the price go sideways for a little bit. It dropped, obviously, like when we dropped to 90 cents. But now we're seeing ourselves already above $1.50. At the time of making this right now, we're actually at 154 and rising. And I think, leading up to the court case, we're going to continue to rise even further. We'll probably go into the 160 range, maybe drop a little bit, while we're still waiting, we don't know what's going to happen with the case or not, and then continue to rise and rise fast. So we've had this type of formation come up, and this is sort of the, where we've gone, when we were at $1.90, where we are now, and we are definitely ready, set to skyrocket from here. So again, very, very good from a charts point of view. This is a different way of drawing it, but $1.90, $2 by the time we wake up tomorrow morning is certainly not out of the question should the news be positive. Now, Should the news not be so positive, then we could see ourselves drop to $1.20, perhaps even $1. Now, should that happen, I repeat, should that happen, it's no problem. We're talking about one country. We're talking about one nation, one continent, not the rest of the world. The rest of the world, Europe, Asia, Africa, are pro Ripple. And I want you to be prepared, because generally in the marketplace, when bad news comes out, same thing when SEC came out on December 23, and a Ripple dropped to 17 cents. We're not going to drop to 17 cents if tomorrow's news is negative, but we could drop to $1, and that's no problem. Just hold. What Ripple's doing, what they're up to, the technology that they have, everything that they've got going for them is fantastic. And just because one continent may not necessarily agree with them, it does not mean that it's lost its value and it's lost its place in the marketplace. It's going to be an amazing thing to hold in 2021 and 2022 beyond. However, I did say that because I do like to give you the worst case scenarios just in case. But if you look at this particular chart, and I'm going to zoom in a minute, this is what happened during bull phase number 1. Then bull phase number 2 started after a long time of accumulation. That was 2017, 2018, when the price shot all the way to $3.30. From there, it's taken 4 years to get to today. 4 years. And that was number 4. Number 5 in this particular wave, which will end in 2022, will see us in a price range of we'll see us in a price range of $100 plus. I just want to repeat, this has been 4 years in the making, what's going on. I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, but do not give your XRP away too early in this run. Because if you sell at 5, you will kick yourself in 5 months' time when it's over 100. You will, and I know you will. And I'm not a financial advisor, and I, of course, believe strongly in taking profits. And if you're happy, always take profits, because until you've taken profit, you actually have not made a cent. I repeat, until you've taken profit, you have not made a cent. It's just artificial. It's just sitting there. But until you take profit and put it in your wallet, you don't own anything, and anything can happen. However, based on where we are, where we're going, and everything that Ripple's got going for them, $100 plus is absolutely not out of the question. And we can see this here as well, based on a very pixelated way of drawing this out, that $100 plus is absolutely not out of the question during this phase. And if we generally do finish these videos with a bit of a crazy analysis of what could happen, I see very strongly, once the SEC case settles, once we have legal clarity, and once everyone who's on the sidelines, all the institutions that are on the sidelines kick off, Flare kicks off, the entire ecosystem gets turned on, do not be scared when people say that $100, $200, $250 XRP is achievable. Because this ecosystem that Ripple has been building has been years upon years upon years upon years in the making. Thank you all so very much. I cannot wait. I have goosebumps. I am super excited for tomorrow. I cannot wait to wake up, see everything that has happened, and bring you the updates. Thank you all so much. I cannot wait to see you on the moon.